Hi, I'm back. Is it more squirrel talk? Let me know quick, and I'll turn on the light. I didn't realize it comes on a default as top chat, but that doesn't show the live chat. I don't know what top chat means. It doesn't. I let that run for a half hour before I knew that the sound was no good. So whoever shows up, let me know quick, please. Um, anyway, what was going on in the other one is that when I got home tonight from the show, I logged into Twitter and found a kiwi farmer there attacking me with the kiwi farm bullshit. But I also found that my followers were up in his shit, and they got that account shut down right quick, real quick. That's totally a lurker account. Let's see what's going on there right now. There's a couple of Zios. You know, they have there's this thread at Twitter that's been going on for over a year. Um, Uh, it's such a difficult discussion because the Palestinian supporters have no patience for the Zionist shills. So if somebody comes along who's like sincerely ignorant and asking questions, they get upset with them too, thinking they're a Zionist shill. So that's what I'm. There's a fellow here that is trying to ask legitimate questions, or what he thinks is legitimate questions, and the pro-pals are going off on him. See if anybody's let me know about the audio yet. Nope. Come on, is the sound any good? Is the sound good, please? Live chat. Yeah, that should be, all messages will be visible. Nobody said anything. So I'm going to assume that that it's good, or somebody would have said something. But there's not, must not be any good. I don't know. Somebody say something, please. So is the audio working? No. I don't think so. It would have happened. If it was going to happen, it would have happened. No, Timmy got banned. Oh, I thought you so slack. I see that. Okay. Oh, good. Hi, Sam. How's it going? I had a camera app running in the background. I tried to make a video call, and and it failed. And I didn't shut down the program, and it was still running. I've had to talk about Jim's show. It's going real good. I'm not making a lot of money, but I'm not losing any money because I don't have any overhead. Oh yeah, 118 people who like Real Things Artisans Co-op Hippie Haven haven't heard from you in a while. Write a post. Well, how can I when I'm fucking blocked? Oh, jeez. I'm definitely I don't know where you're at with your transitioning, Sam, but I found my groove. I found me. I got me. I think that the most comfortable, um, you know, I, I'm not a transsexual. Okay, I'm not transsexual. Period. So, you know, And this whole idea that a transsexual has to be hyper feminine is ludicrous. No, it's wrong. It's just wrong. Uh, Especially since so many of them will never pass, no matter how much surgery they have. You know, I just don't want to put myself through. I never did. You know, my prayer was for healing, and I was told to just live with it until they got back. And if I died before they got back, I would be reborn into a proper body if I followed the rules as best I could, which I've done. And I get validated all the time. Boy, the mother was with me today when I was speaking to someone. Um, I just feel her just caressing my legs as I spoke with this person. You know, and these guys are trying to tell me like how angry and unhappy and an awful person I am. And there's all these people say, "Can I give you a hug? You just have this wonderful energy." And yeah, please. I'm happy to have it. And you know, excuse me, but this is me. I'm Tommy. This is how I've always been. I was forced to not be what, you know, I was not allowed to be what I wanted to be. Okay, I had to play male, and I really had to work hard to pass as a straight male when I was young, between the age of about 9 and I don't know when I could finally grow a beard. 20, 21, got in college, it was finally okay, and I wasn't having. I could finally have a decent looking beard, and I looked like a guy, but I didn't before that. I always had like my fat was more laid in more feminine positions than masculine, always did. And but I was never allowed to like dress up, and my hair's a wreck. You know, my scalp's a wreck. But the finasteride, there's actually growth up there. It's closing in a little bits at a time. This is me. I'm not a guy. I'm not a woman, but I'm not a guy. And I prefer that people like relate to me as female rather than male. It works much better all the way around for all of us. I'm more happy about it, and I'm easier for them to understand and relate to and enjoy my company rather than being uptight and impatient and intolerant and just have no I was like, get your mean stupid shit away from me before I fucking crack you in the face kind of attitude. And it's just not me. It's not what I have to be to protect myself. It's not multiple personality disorder. It's like I'm female in temperament, and I was forced to behave like a male. So when I get upset, I get potentially violent. But you know, excuse me, I managed. You know, I wouldn't. Where I was talking about that with somebody. Well, so we were talking about weed, and that's right. Yeah, that was good. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera running. Jimmy Webster, also known as Dr. Huge Erection, who was allegedly a New York Police Department officer who got retired early because of a racially motivated bad shooting, like shot a black kid in a wheelchair in the back or something. I don't know. But like, and I don't know how much of this is like just total bullshit. You know, I think I'm gullible and just eat all of this. So I believe anything they tell me. It's like, no, I don't believe anything you tell me. Yeah, you know, I might play along a little bit, but I don't believe anything you tell me. And so he's supposedly in town to be doing some dealing with the Sinaloa cartel about bananas and avocados, which probably really means heroin and cocaine. Or I don't know. And they talk about it in the open. So like, I keep telling, you know, them it's like, no, whatever criminal enterprises they may or may not be engaged in are really irrelevant to my issues. I'm being harassed, stalked, defamed, and threatened with violence. People are trying to incite violence against me, and it's coming to me. So the police are paying attention now. And there's going to be some arrests. There will be some arrests. If anybody shows their face in this town, they're going to get busted. So I'm taking questions tonight, and the call line is open. I'll take a call from anybody. That's my fucking number. Oh yeah. I got some really good hash today. This stuff, it's really gooey. And it smells like the really good Afghani hash. It's got that smell to it of brown goo hash. It's really gooey. Oh, it's rough. There it is. Yummy. We traded it for a piece of moldavite. The moldavite market is off this year for some reason, and I'm wondering why, because it's off a lot. I picked up some nice, and I'm going to get more of it. I'm going to spend a bunch of money on this stuff because it's just so. It seems legit. There's a lot of counterfeit moldavite on the market. I'm going to want to have somebody authenticate it before I buy more. I looked at it under a loupe and it looked right. There's microscopic scratches that happen on it because of atoms that burn, and friction burns, little streaks from atoms that hit it as it's falling through the atmosphere. That you can't reproduce that in a furnace. And they just haven't figured that one out yet. But there is some good looking fake moldavite out there from what I understand. I haven't seen it. I've seen some really crappy colored stuff that I doubt is really moldavite. Because it doesn't have the right shapes. It's always busted up. Really good moldavite looks like something molten to splashed. This is what really good moldavite looks like. It looked like it was a glob of something was melted and hit something. Boy, I'm filthy. I'm digging in rocks all day. I'm having a good time. I'm working out well in that yard. I'm directing traffic well for the yard, and I'm steering a lot of business inside. Helping people find stone, and I haven't made a big sale yet, but plenty of little ones. And hopefully, I made a customer today that will come back tomorrow. Spent a little bit of money today for himself, but he wasn't the main buyer he's a massage artist, the person who works with the stone and does the buying and selling of that stuff, the other stuff that they use, wasn't there. He's going to bring her back, hopefully. And we'll see how this weekend goes. I haven't seen much. I'm way in the back of the show. If I was on the front street, I'd be doing really well. But from what I'm hearing from the people that are regulars up front, they aren't doing all that great. I mean, it's okay, but not really all that great. And that seems to be the situation. There's just way too many shows, too many vendors. It's oversaturated. There's just so many buyers. Oh, the call line is open. Here's the number. I probably should plug that bitch in so it doesn't run out of juice. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take tonight. I've been going to bed around 10. I almost had a fire this morning. My power block, one of them melted down. You can't. You should never, ever put one power block into another one, and then but don't do that. Do one power block, and that's it. Don't string them out. They burn. So I guess nobody wants to chit chat. I'll just make some noise because I don't really want to get into a whole mess of like this kind of a broadcast tonight, staring at the screen and shit. And we have our first idiot. Go ahead. You're live. Hello. Speak. Speak. The microphone on this phone is screwed up. You're gonna have to listen to it on the stream. Who's calling? Hello.
Oh, sorry, bro.
You're all muffled. I'm doing just fine. Is this Jimmy Webster?
What?
Who's calling? Who? Oh, militant autist? So, yeah, I have no interest in you, man. You have a nice night. Bye. Let's try again. Who's next? Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it with idiots. This dude was like obviously under the influence of something. Go ahead, you're live. No, dude, seriously. You're say again. Your question, say it again. I didn't understand something about investigation deal. I totally can't understand you. You're much too garbled. I have no idea what he's doing. I do know that he is doing something, but exactly what, I have no idea. He has my complaint. He's working on it. He'll let me know. He'll let me know. Yeah, well, I totally can't understand you, man. I'm gonna hang up. I'm also gonna block your number. I'm not interested in anything with you got to offer. Oh, it's restricted. How can I block the number? Yeah, you know, I can't hear you. You're not making any sense. Um, and I really don't want that kind of fool around me. I got no desire to engage that kind of shit. Well, there's a strong statement. It's this Rob Berg, who's apparently like someone who went to Israel but couldn't handle it and now is hanging out in New Zealand lying for Israel on the internet, probably getting his little shekels for doing it too. So he's saying to me, again, real artisans, we may disagree about the modern state of Israel and Zionism, but that makes absolutely no difference for the anti-Semite. But Israel will always be there for you, but hope you never need it. Am Yisrael Chai. People of Israel live. Hello? Dude, I really, you're not saying anything that I want to hear. I can't understand anything you're saying. Yeah, bye. Smoke break. Anybody here? Yeah. Oh, man. Where's Timmy time?
Hello?
Yes,
Hey, can you hear me now?
that's much better.
Tom.
My name's not Tom.
Wait, Tommy.
Yes. What do you want anyway? um, bye. Yo, dude, what? What do you want? Okay, yes. I'm waiting for you to speak.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, I just wondered if you could unblock me.
No,
Why not?
I have no interest in that whole
Come
rap.
on, man. I never did nothing to you.
I don't even want. I don't want what you've been asking.
What did I do?
I
Just tell
don't.
me what I did.
I don't remember. It was just some obnoxiousness that I really didn't want to get into. You know, I'm trying
Tell me
to.
what I did.
Huh? Do what?
And the phone is really screwed up.
I know the phone is very bad, and my other, yeah, the microphone on my phone is no good.
You gotta fix it.
No, I need to replace the phone.
These little gym show dollars. Come on, man.
Well, when I get around to it, I'll replace the phone.
These little gym show dollars. You get
I
in the phone.
have another phone. I have another phone, but I'm not giving out that number to the public.
You can't go get a $40 phone?
I have another phone. I'm just not giving it out to the public. This one is, I'm just using it for data right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, well, tune into my stream. Oh, you can't tune into the stream because I have you blocked. Oh, well. Well, talk to me in a way that make me want to unblock you. I just recall that you wanted to talk about things that I really didn't want to talk about.
I'm gonna find my other phone. And I'm gonna lock you up.
Do what?
You hear me? You're done, buddy. You're done.
Oh, you're threatening me? What? Say again? What? I guess. He's telling me I'm done. He's gonna lock me up. Militant autist. I was just a silly old hippie artist. I'm an intersex person, whether you want to believe it or not. And 99% of the world, when it's about half and half. It kind of depends on like what my state of mind is at the moment, like whether I'm looking too serious. If I'm looking too serious, I look like a guy. If I'm smiling, I look like a woman. Easily, people, no problem. If they catch me from the right angle and get a boob shot, I look like a woman to people. And they have no trouble like relating to me as female if they spend any time with me because I behave like a female. A little crusty, but I'm old hippie. They're cis women. They're crustier than me. You know, it's that, these stereotypical gender roles that everybody's, and especially the Kiwi farmers are such a bunch of fucking perverts. Trans woman has to pass. It has to look like a fashionable lady, or she's not a legitimate trans person. Fuck that shit. God, looks like you're not getting off the cover with gold. You're not. That's for the Caitlyn Jenner crowd. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ugh. Anything at 300 pounds. I weighed in just under 200 pounds the other day. I'm not happy about that. I wanted to be done, but down to about 160 by now, and I didn't do it. Oh well. I think I'm gonna make some noise while it's still early enough. Then what? You get a little buzz from that. Especially when I've been smoking hash. This is nice bubble hash. That's tasty. It works good too. It's gonna last a while. So it doesn't burn. It doesn't burn right. It's real good. It doesn't burn fast at all. So Uncle Disno, you're a new face here. What? Tell me about yourself. What's your trip? Let's see what the idiots are yelling at me now. Oh, oh my goodness, lots of notifications. We have a new follower from some Arabic country. Oh, that's an excellent list. That is an excellent list. Yeah, we have somebody sincerely ignorant in this thread. This thread's over a year old. It's a really cool thread. A lot of. I've learned an awful lot, and I've shared a lot of information with people that they didn't have before I shared it. Um, and somebody who's sincerely ignorant. Um, it's hard. It is hard. It's hard to deal with. Uh, uh, uh. Anybody here? You eat broken glass on stage. All right. I live with I never I never I live. Have you heard of Chris Crass and what's the old lady's name? What was her name? God, the um God, I forgot her name. I'm having an old people moment. Christopher Crass and his sidekick. She's the tiger stripe tattooed lady. She's in a bunch of textbooks. Um, he didn't eat the broken glass. He'd dive in it. He'd dance on it and dive in it. There were body slams on it, and have people walk on him and shit, and on a pile of broken glass, and stick nails up. They both stick nails up their nose and stuff like that. I bust. I play the saxophone and I'm cute and I tell funny stories. Um, that's cool. Where do you do it? Where are you from? And have you got a channel and you do that? Do you do that on video? Let's see what else is going on. I'm in this giant, Israel Palestine debate thread. Some people are total idiots, and some people are very thoughtful and are saying important things and sharing important knowledge with each other about the history of the conflict and the history of the region. Um, Ah, ha, ha. A win for BDS. Jack White, lead singer of White Stripes, is receiving royalties for Toy. According to Eurovision rules, winning song must be original. Now it turns out that Medallion Beggar plagiarized the song. Barzilay should be disqualified and no Israeli at Eurovision 2019. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but apparently an Israeli broke the rules. And they've been protesting Israel's participation in that. It's not 10 o'clock yet. I want to go to bed. If I go to sleep too early, I end up waking up too early. Okay, here we. Oh yeah, that was what was her name? Oh geez, I met them at Occupy Austin. They're sideshow performers. They've been doing it for a long time. That's cool. Good luck with it. Break a leg. My bestie's bestie um, is she's going to circus school to learn that kind of stuff right now. And I love street performance. I never wanted to earn my living in the arts. I'm a biochemist and zoologist. I'm a fishery specialist that never never got to do what I wanted to do, and fell back on music and the arts. I cut stone and I make jewelry and play music for my money. Fortunately, the government pays my overhead, so I don't have to work real hard. Um, so I have a lot of fun doing what I do, it's really it's gratifying that intimacy with the audience to be right there with people, um, and selling, working with the stone, selling the stone is, I have wonderful interactions with people um, over the stone and the music, and then you'll have the same thing eating glass and shoving nails up your nose and all that other stuff. Um, there's it feels real good to put a smile on somebody else's face, to have them enjoy something that you did. That is, it's, when I'm playing, um, nothing lights me up more than people who get down and boogie with me. Boy, when I get people dancing, I play better and better and better. And the more people that get down with me, the better I play. I had a street jumping one night. Uh, I got down on When the Saints Go Marching Home, and everybody went nuts. We had the street blocked there for about 5 minutes. It was great. It was really great. I didn't make any money on it. I made almost nothing from it, but we had the street blocked. No, I had 50 or 80 people boogieing with me. So that's what's wonderful about live performance is that oh, it's the synergy of it, the energy of all those, you know, all the art energy all coming together, the performer and the audience together. It just feels really good. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut it off. This has been going for an hour, and I don't know. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. I need to wind down. Oh, hello, Israel. I thought you were going to come see me. You know, Jimmy Webster called a couple, 3 times. I guess I'm not going to get off right now. What do you got to say for yourself, man? I'm gonna go and have another few puffs. This has really helped my coughing a lot. Jimmy was extremely stoned both times he called me. Big time heroin, stoned. Me and heroin, personally, in my body, not much. But I've had a lot of experience around junkies. Lots of experience around junkies. And I know when someone is stoned on heroin. And Jimmy was stoned on heroin. I did the heroin very little. I it never really did much for me. The first time I had it, I was about 19, and I snorted some. I was like, meh. And then the next time I did it, now, first of all, I saw my first murder around a heroin at about age 9. Somebody got blown away down the street from me. Yeah, I didn't see it happen. I saw the corpse by accident. I think I just found they found a dead body with a bullet hole in them and a bunch of heroin in them behind a building down the street from me. I forget whether I saw the picture of the body. I was only 9 years old. Oh God. I've had morphine. They gave me morphine when I got shot and when I smashed my face, and they couldn't get me off it faster. That stuff is amazing. They just couldn't get me off it fast enough, which was probably a good thing. We had a morphine addict in my family. That the vision, the dreams, the dream vision on morphine was just amazing. Heroin never did anything for me. But I mean, I used it one time because I was in a lot of pain, and it helped. The first time I snorted some meh. I used to drive Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys' buddy, Eddie Roach, up to West LA to score, and he'd give me a little match hit for doing it. And meh. Same with coke. And it's like, meh. Weed does what I need it to do, and I enjoy psychedelics a couple of times a year. That's me. And, you know, as far as I've never had good experiences with people on heavy drugs. Most of my experience with 80s and 90s was, you know, I had a, you know, I've been doing psychotropic drugs, natural psychotropics, since the early 70s. I like kava a lot. Kava is very good for me. Kava helps me calm down when I'm zooming. Yohimbe's nice. Damiana is pleasant. You know, I like the natural stuff. I didn't do rarely anymore because it's too dirty. There's too much shit in it. You know, if I see somebody glowing and they want to dose me, okay. Otherwise, no, I don't. You know, I won't buy any from anybody. That's like stupid. I've done it. I've done a couple of videos tripping. once on some good shit and once on some dirty shit. Well, I figure, well, hell, if Aldous Huxley can do it, I can too. See what I haven't even watched those videos to see what I did. I should go back on them someday. You know, really, these are just kind of my diary. You know, I talk to the camera a little bit about what's going on. You know, I'm not trying to be a big star. I'm just me. You know, I'm chilling. I am naturally tight-wired, and I've had to work in my life to learn to let things go rather than let them bounce around in my head too much. and you know that you got to stay in the here and now. Can't be like fretting over what you did yesterday or worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow. You gotta stay on top of what's in the right now. I don't like alcohol, and I'm not real fond of coke. I just barely drink enough alcohol to where it would be a lie to say that I don't drink at all. I've never had ayahuasca. Peyote's nice. Peyote's wonderful. I like mushrooms. Those are. I mean, I've had a lot of like milder things like Hawaiian baby wood rose and morning glory seeds and yohimbe, gatu cola. God, what the fuck else? When I got out of high school, my father insisted that I find my own apartment quickly, which I did. it was kind of in the ghetto on the other side. Now it wasn't quite on the other side of the tracks. It was right up next to the tracks, near Wrigley Field on Cornelia Street, and it was ghetto. It was poor folk of all races, which was kind of like what my neighborhood was mixed. Economically, the neighborhood I grew up in, Lakeview, now known as Wrigleyville or Newtown, economically and racially was mixed, totally integrated. Real rich people living by the lakefront, real poor people living on the other side of the L, and all different races and religions. And the mixed race people lived there, and it was the gayborhood, because it was the only place where the gays could exist without people coming down on them. And what was I talking about? No. I've tried to play music on shrooms, and I just can't. I just on mushrooms, I'm just like, I usually just lay down and watch the show. Let things just unfold. LSD, I can be out in public on LSD without, as long as it's not too strong a dose, a real strong dose, I shouldn't be in public. But on a light dose, 100 or 200 mics is, at the most is okay, of something clean. I won't do that dirty shit. That's nasty. That I don't know what the hell it is. There's all kinds of weird stuff. Like I say, you can see if somebody's on righteous LSD, because they're grinning and glowing. You could just see their aura glowing. I'm not very good. I do it once in a while. I had I was doing watercolors for a few years in California, and then when I was on the road some. I haven't in a long time. I'm not very good at it. That's I get my dose of bliss when I'm blowing horn. James Wilton, you are reported. And fuck you. You're also getting, this is being reported to the police. There's an active criminal investigation. I don't prefer any children for sex. I never did, never will. So, fuck you with your lies and innuendo. You've been reported. I haven't figured out Patreon. It just it hasn't. Yeah, James Wilton, you're reported. You're not going to be able to come in my face, come directly to the booth and protest an event that happened 35 years ago and did not harm anybody. So fuck you, dude. Let's see if we can find this asshole's channel and just block him completely. That's not him. Just in case it is, let's just block that. but I don't think that's his channel because it's a different. That might be it. No, probably not, but let's block it anyway, just in case. Why is it so cold in here? That's why I'm going to the door open. That's not him. And that's not him. That's probably him right there. Yes. That's him. Bye, Jim. Asshole. Boom. Goodbye. Next. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I'll make enough money to put some wheels under me and I won't worry about the social networks at all. I'll get out and get back to direct marketing. But I haven't made a lot of sales online. And what little money I've spent on advertising hasn't really done anything. No. I'm a stone cutter and a musician. And that's what I do. I have an enchanting rap that people find amusing. And I don't know how I feel about getting up and just being a comedian. No, I'm a musician and a stone cutter. And yeah, I tell funny stories, but that's it. I make funny faces. My favorite stone. Well, I do. I write, I cut stone, and I play music. And that's plenty for now. Thanks. As far as favorite stone to work with, that'd probably be fire agate. It's the most difficult. It's the most challenging. Because you can't just put it on the wheel and shape it up. And you have to the color is all not flat. You have to chase the color on the contour. Well, yeah, but I don't really have that much stick, and I definitely don't have anybody to write it for me. So, and I don't know. No, I don't know. My manager was murdered. My manager was murdered, and I don't really. None of my friends currently have the wherewithal to. I haven't been able to convince any of them to go to a comedy club and just try it. Okay, we have a new idiot. Let's see if it's a new idiot. That was right after I got shot. Hello. Yes. Yes. Speak.
Johnny.
Yes.
What's up, my sister? Hello.
Hello. Who's calling, please?
Hello.
Hello. You won't be able to hear me well on the phone. You need to tune into the stream.
Hello.
Hello. This phone is very bad. Who's calling?
Hey, buddy. You saw me earlier today.
I did.
Yeah, you moved.
Who refresh my memory?
Oh, I met you earlier that you moved. I'm doing the live video. The live streaming. I had to be able to reference some of your products.
Oh yeah, hi. I forgot your name.
Hey, Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Are you the fellow with the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, James Parisho.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm a man. And you know, does the name Tommy Tudor mean anything to you?
No.
Well, at one point, you know, you're involved with the Rainbow family, yeah?
No.
No, I seem to recall like some threats from you about me. I don't know. So what's going on?
Oh, no, I think you have to walk on generally I'm interested in. Somebody was on my window and they wanted to buy from us. So I was wondering if maybe I could come by tomorrow.
Oh, please, please, by all means. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, please, by all means.
Okay.
And that'd be fine. I usually don't even get there before 10 a.m. Super. Okay, well, I'll look forward to it. Happy day. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. I just don't forget. My amateur manager was John Dennis David Berry, who was the son of a Bank of America president. Came back from Vietnam. He was just an amazing piano player, ragtime piano. He played boogie woogie. Just amazing. And he came back from Vietnam. He was Captain John Dennis David Berry, because he was the son of a rich man when he went to Vietnam, and they had him babysitting nukes. he was like in charge of the nuke depot over there somewhere in some silly little some little hamlet where they had a nuke stash. And he came back from Vietnam. And it was very common for guys to eat Korea, even the Korean and Vietnam veterans come back and they decided they're going to drink themselves to death slowly on Venice Beach. And that was John did that. He was called Rickshaw John because he drove a rickshaw behind. He pulled a rickshaw behind his bicycle, giving rides to people on the beach, and they hot-shotted him. They hot-shot a bunch of people. They hot-shotted Jesse Ed Davis, and they got somebody, Professor Scott. They got with John. They were nice and just put a little bullet in my back. And that wasn't because I was dumpster diving behind a crack house. Promise. That was because I was like Tom Hayden at the time. And that's why I was shot. I called the captain of the Pacific Division a couple of weeks after I got shot and asked him why there hadn't been an arrest yet when the whole neighborhood knew who shot me and why. And his response was, "I'm sorry, it wasn't one of my men that shot you. You wouldn't be on the phone bugging me right now." No, it was CIA drug mafia, big time heroin and cocaine dealing on Venice Beach, and John was all up close to Rudy Axelberg, who was Dolphin Productions. Yeah, it was hot shot, the heroin. They get overdosed me on heroin, intentional overdose. You know, they did that to a lot of people. I was lucky. They did, you know, the order on me supposedly was shoot to hurt. They didn't want to shoot to kill me because it was going to be too hard to cover up. If they shot me and put it in my head, so they put it in my back where it wasn't going to do so much damage. Just get me out of the way for a while. And then really more than anything else, they were wanting to get me out of the way so they could bulldoze a tent city that I was one of the spokespeople for. And that was like the reason I was crazy Tommy, was that I was all up in people's shit that were full of shit. You know, I was on the front line of the gentrification wars. And I don't know. Well, I made it. I'm here. Yeah, I had a 72-year-old woman today tell me she thought I looked like I was 49. I'm feeling really good. You know, my heart and my lungs are good and strong, and you know, I haven't been working out in 25 years at least. Oh, 1999 when I had my accident. So I stopped working out. 20 years. No, it's only 19 now. I trained in Krav Maga in high school, and I just, you know, do the stretches and some katas, and that was my workout. The dog and I used to work out together. That was wild. That was very wild. An empty lot. We'd be working out together. I'd say, pretty much. I don't know. I'll always dance. You know, my dance is, and I get down with that horn. You know, horn is a very athletic instrument. I don't know what Kegel exercises are. What's a Kegel? That's free form. Nothing structured. I just, you know, dance to the music. Dance to the music. Nothing structured. No, I stretch, and I haven't, since I had an accident in 1999, and it almost killed me, and it didn't, which was kind of upsetting. I really wanted to die. That's the problem. It's like, I've never been the least bit suicidal because Spirit made it real clear that I had to, like, get killed properly or die of old age. It wasn't. My prayers weren't going to be answered if I killed myself. So that was never an option. And I tried real hard to get myself killed for a while there, but that didn't work. So here I am waiting. I know. I need to. That was probably the most the biggest loss of the 420 show was that I don't have any place to dance right now. But I wanted to join the Y. I did join the Y, but I never could find anybody to go with, and I just didn't have the courage to go and do the dressing room thing alone. But I really need to get back to dancing because I haven't been able to get the pot off. I need to get my weight down to at least 160. And I think I've been talking too much for one night. My throat's starting to feel tickly. So I'm going to cut this down. Thanks for joining me, and happy day, everybody. Bye.